And so while I can understand the argument about dependency, I also see children that are hungry, and as a government I think in the end sometimes you just have to act.
Should there be consequences for parents who do send their kids to school hungry?
I think overall that mutual obligation aspect of the welfare system in particular is something the government is addressing. So if you think about what we've been doing with very young mothers, we have been directing money into making sure that their food is paid and their rent is paid as a starting point. We are making sure that if people apply 3 times for an emergency benefit that they go off to budgeting services. There definitely has to be mutual obligation in the system, and there are lots of reasons why a child could be going to school hungry. In the end we can second guess all of those, but it will still leave a hungry child, and I think that's the bit that we're trying to address up front. In the end, I need to make sure that New Zealand children have the capacity to learn, and so the way I look at it is these youngsters are victims often of the circumstances that they're in, and for whatever those reasons that they're not getting breakfast, we need to address that issue. This is the reality of 5 years of national government. We put $20 billion into working for families, accommodation supplements, income related rents, primarily aimed at low to middle income people. We will have rolled out a breakfast in schools program to every child in New Zealand that ultimately wants it. We've put $48 million in 2 years into rheumatic fever, a third world disease that our opponents did nothing about. We have been massively upgrading the stock of Housing New Zealand houses. We're going to add 3,000 extra bedrooms over the course of the next couple of years at a cost of $355 million to make those 3-bedroom homes 4 or 5 bedrooms. We've insulated 215,000 homes primarily at low income, and we're adding another $100 million in the budget to insulate 46,000 very low income homes. We're doing things, as the Minister said, around microfinancing, whiteware purchasing, budgeting services, and we've gone through the global financial crisis and the Christchurch earthquakes. So no one is going to convince me this government doesn't care about low-income people. We do, but we know the way through that ultimately, despite all that support from the government, is to have a strong economy and a good education system. But we are going to continue to work with other partners, and we are going to continue to reach out and help New Zealanders. But I think our record on the back of all that in 5 years is a very strong one.